If they're in the forest, they probably have a shaman or some spiritual leader who can discern where the attack was.
In that case, why even bother trying to hide? If they have all this sorcery to know where we are in the first place, let's go say hello.
It's better safe than sorry, really.
Oh, let's. I forgot to put the party marker. Let's
Yeah, we
clone
need-
the part.
Yeah, gotta tell us where the party is.
And in addition to this, about midway, just as that encounter ends, Hugh will just walk up to everyone, jump up, grab their hands again, 2'1". Goodberry.
You're
Okay.
Handy.
We're not eating anything here that we don't have to. We don't want to disturb the natural balance of this place.
I think
We
also
also-
goblins means there's not much of a natural balance.
I'd also suggest not eating it because who knows what it'll do to us.
Do you think
no.
goblins are an invasive species?
Oh,
You get a license
absolutely.
to eliminate all of them?
I don't think you need a
Dude, just
license
grow
for that.
everywhere.
See, now, like, I say that, but then you don't want to go all of them, because also technically, like, kobolds are an invasive species. We kind of just show up and take over what we can.
Mhm. I know. What we need to do to counter this invasive species is another invasive species. I'll get the cats. That'll clear it up.
So you're saying because of a rat problem, you're going to bring in weasels.
Exactly.
You know, the elves had a suggestion for this kind of behavior. But I probably shouldn't tell you it because it was kind of jerkish.
Burn the whole forest down?
Yes, and then regrow everything in their image.
You're right, that is a little bit...
Why would you want trees that look like elves?
Oh, not literally looking like elves, but trees that the elves enjoy.
Well, the elves gotta stare at something all day. They may as well look at themselves in tree form.
There's a story about an elf named Narcissus that happened to, actually.
So is that what elves do for pornography? Huh, I never knew.
There was also a written work about it, very poetic. It was called the Kama Sutra. No.
Either way, at this point, how far into the day of travel are we?
Pretty much in the first day, yeah. So it's
Okay.
late afternoon.
We should move a little bit more, and then I think we're good to set up camp.
Right, it's time to set up and see if we get ambushed.
Oh, we're probably going to, but I think we just do our best to set up in a way that we control it.
Well, time to make the rolls.
You probably don't want me to set up their ambush or anything.
Well, you could do the stealth-related roll.
Right, we do have a bunch of
The
them.
camouflage.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Sure.
claim cooking, as I always do.
19 for the stealth roll.
Nice.
Hugh is going to... We don't need to worry about hunting.
Oh, right. So we haven't done hunting, so we don't have anything to cook anyway.
Yeah.
We could
So
do
we
it
can
with
hunt.
ourselves to
We've
learn.
But-
camouflaged.
Yeah.
Also,
Also, Hugh would-
order and entertainment.
Hugh would have
Alright,
given advantage on the camouflage roll, as well as been part of the watch order.
All right, then I got a 22 then.
And for the watch order, I do not need assistance because I have my cat.
Remember that if you don't hunt or use, food, you don't get any bonuses when the cooking. Just in case.
Right. So we just need watch order and then entertainment.
Hi, that's
I'll roll my perception for the... Actually, yeah, watch order. Do you want me to roll it now or do you want me to wait?
Roll it.
Roll it? Okay. This is with advantage.
Mhm.
25. Q is on high alert.
You know this before it actually happens. It's gonna rain. And
Oh, yeah.
this rain is it's a downpour.
Oh,
Like literally, and the way it works is that you're down on the rainforest floor. So at this level, but it's not so much that it comes to rain. It actually comes like torrents of water that are coming in and creating pools. And you have to move your camp and make sure that nothing gets, swamped. By the morning, it's just a matter of pools of mud, and you can also hear the buzzing insects,
Okay.
coming from these pools.
Mhm.
It wouldn't be very healthy to stay here for a while, right? And also, like you see, like they were basically you were able to put it in a position where the canopy covers you, so it doesn't get directly rain. But the place where the rain naturally comes up, it actually almost like a torrent. So these
yeah.
so these were basically coming down, and these and made these puddles of mud. So yeah, it's not very sanitary to stay here for too long. And if it keeps raining like this, you find yourself that your cat might even float away.
Hugh is going to every day inform people of the weather.
I'm gonna
Sounds
do
good.
this now. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody who doesn't have an inspiration, mark yourself an inspiration.
Hell
Now I need
yeah.
to start using it more frequently.
Very pog.
I declare I will use it next combat.
And then keep doing the same thing. We get moving up to there, and we are exploring.
And you can mark that if you want to. In fact, it would be great if you marked like a line where you've been, so you cover that.
Got it.
So this time around, I mean, I could use the pins if that's what you want, but if you're tracing your own path, it would be better if you do that.
How long does this last? Okay.
Consistency. Well, yeah, I can do the pins then. Let me open up the pins. My library. By the way, a new set dropped for free. There's a castle set. It's like, hey,
Wow.
Ooh, I gotta go grab that.
Castle set for what? Roll20?
Roll20, yeah.
Yeah, I've just been collecting a lot of the free stuff, and they're really handy to have, actually.
I didn't
That's
even
what-
know you could collect free stuff on Roll20.
If you are a paying member, yeah.
Yep.
So technically, it's not free because, well, yeah. Let's use, instead of a red, let's use a green for jungle. Well, that's a big one. Oops. So we mark that. We clone it. We are. Oh, it's a little shadow and everything. Let's put it on the map layer so I don't accidentally move it. So those are the two areas that you have.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah. Q will lead us there. We're going to take our time. We're going to check out the space as we move. Hugh will be more looking out for the party and any incoming problems versus actually investigating what is around.
Make your investigation survival rules.
So my
I have
survival
so many people rolling survival, I'll just go ahead and pass and let other people.
18.
Yeah,
And,
I'm not even gonna bother.
My perception for just general awareness around is only a 13.
Okay. With your 18, you notice a strange patch of like a weed, and Gar is almost going to step into it. Like, his army pushes a way out, but as they push back, they sort of push back in. You realize that they have a little bubbles in the leaves, and you're like, that looks suspicious.
I'm
And
gonna.
one of them is about to touch, well, the clothing, but not the outer skin of Gar, who is and you're like, you
Yep,
pinch it with
Gar-
something, you're like, yeah.
Got weird plant. Weird plant. Be careful.
You don't know exactly what it is, but whatever it is, it doesn't look sanitary or good.
Can I do a nature check on it?
Yeah.
5.
It
No idea.
it looked weird to you, basically.
I don't know what it does, but it doesn't look right.
Yeah. With the 13, Gar, well, who's aiding you? This is
He has a familiar that can give the help action.
yeah. If that's the thing, a familiar. I don't know if a familiar actually would aid him with this because it's it's just what the owl does has no nature knowledge.
Yeah,
I assume I can't
Local
because
bard might make
I've
more
already
sense,
checked.
like Gar is saying. Could be anyone.
Go anyone, yeah, but is anyone helping?
Weird plant was pointed out.
You do not want me to help. I mean, I could if you really want me to, but it's not gonna.
It's not a role. You just have to say that you are. You're not.
It's just the help
Yeah, just
action.
an action.
Yeah, about to say.
Oh, if that's the case, I could if you want me to, but I don't know how much of a help I can be.
You give him a 21 instead of a 13. It just gives advantage on the roll.
All right, there you go. Then I will carefully use my wakizashi then to move little bits of leaves or bubbles or whatever on the plant.
Okay, so when you move your Wakizashi, the bubble sort of bursts in a sort of whitish green liquid. Gar, you realize that this liquid had come in contact with your skin, even your very tough turtle skin. It would have been probably worse than poison ivy. And not necessarily toxic in the way that it would kill you, but it certainly would have been incapacitating. The itching and the state, the burning and all that. But who knows how long.
I should be very careful with my wakizashi then.
Actually, hold on. I want to see how many water skins. Q has 2 water skins.
Yeah, I mean, you have fallen logs, you have all kinds of things here, so.
What Hugh would like to do is dump out one of his water skins and do as much as he can to collect up all of the popping liquid from the bubbles.
Make a nature check.
Come on.
That's a pretty good
22 because of help action.
one. Roll 1d4.
Okay. 4.
You were able to collect various plants. It took you quite a while to collect essentially 4 samples of this, these little bubbles. They're not going to last long, so maybe a day or two because they're very fragile. But if you had someone with, say, an alchemy kit, then they could process this into something a little more permanent. Essentially, it'll be a poison. A poison that if the character fails a saving throw, they get a disadvantage because of itching. And taking more than 12 could, yeah. So essentially, if you get to harvest it, it'll last you about a day or so. Because these bubbles are very sensitive, like they just burst out of anything. So, but it is something that you can harvest effectively. And if you have somebody with an alchemist kit or just an alchemist, they could make a poison, a contact poison that would be relatively painful, not deadly, but painful. to your enemies. Wow.
How you can be cruel and malicious in the same stroke.
Yep. And as we move, because we're taking the time to search, I'll if I come across this, I'll try and get as much as I can, and any additional times. Do any of you guys know how to like mix chemicals?
Not at all.
Okay.
I work the forge.
Either way, let's keep going.
Yeah, adventure. Waits.
It does. And I think for camping purposes, if we can, Hugh would suggest that we camp but closer to the water.
Mhm.
Just so we can set up channels for the rain to go into the ocean versus on us.
Yeah. In which case, go ahead and roll stealth, I guess.
Sense.
Yeah. 23.
Did better than me this time.
And additionally, Hugh will also help out with the watch, and his familiar will give advantage to entertainment. Yeah,
Oh, is your familiar going to do that exactly?
absolutely. He's gonna dance.
I already have advantage from our newly acquired bonuses.
Hell yeah, he's still dancing.
Or minstrel. Yeah, he can dance.
Oh, he's still dancing.
If he wants to.
Or it will get left behind.
I'm not. No.
That was
There we
beautiful.
go. So we at least hide for the night.
Okay. Again, there's heavy rain. Not much happening.
It's a good thing I brought a tent.
Nope. Nope. Not much happening.
We would have taken the tents that were very much undamaged
Yeah, pretty much.
from the other side of the gate as well.
Mhm.
Well, sure, if you like
mean-
terrible tents.
Well, we can use them, and what if something gets wrecked?
We could
I suppose so.
try hunting and see if we can learn anything more about the local fauna.
I suppose that just means exploring and then seeing if we encounter some more of it.
Yep.
Continuing northward, then.
Yes. Actually, hold on.
What's the matter?
What would be the time difference of trying to cross the water versus staying on land?
We don't have a boat.
Yeah, you need a boat for this.
Okay,
It's
so
not-
we make one. We make a boat.
Do you have seamanship or any skill that will allow you to make a boat?
I have
Carpentry,
cer-
maybe.
I have survival, and I'm proficient with land vehicles.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work.
Okay.
Literally, because it's sea going waterborne vessel. That's like the opposite. Well,
Yep.
Technically, it's just different, not the opposite. But yeah.
You can make a canoe.
I don't know how to do that. I might be decent at like fixing a cart or something, but
We can strap a bunch of logs together and use some more logs as paddles. That's about the best we're gonna be able to do, though.
no. Let's keep going, guys. I just thought it'd be fun to make a boat.
I mean, you can try, but you can also fail hilariously.
You
Yeah,
don't
right.
want that to fail.
We could also just move faster and not explore, if we wanted.
Hey,
Presumably-
this is your like this is your thing we're doing. So If you want us to move faster, we can.
Yeah, we do kind of need to explore, though.
So what's the call? Are we exploring or are we moving faster?
I leave the call to you. I am just here to defend.
Like, this is Barakat's thing. This is important to him.
Need to explore and find the things we need to move faster to. Yeah, that's true. Wasn't there supposed to be a goblin city out here?
There was. Either way.
North,
Haven't found it
west,
yet.
which
Probably
could
keep
be
exploring for
over
it
the
then.
water, I guess.
So, whatever we do, Barakat, you gotta take the bull by the horns and decide.
Right. The city is either here or like up here.
I have a guess of where it is, but I'm not gonna ping it on the map.
I would assume it would probably be northward near the coastline if we're going anywhere.
Actually, I will. My guess is it is here.
Yeah,
Either way, Barakat. Gotta
I
take
mean,
the bull by
finally
the
said-
horns, decide if you want to go fast or slow down.
well, I mean, if we did go fast, we'd really only be going fast until we got further inland. To like here. I don't know.
So fast?
Gar is also partially responsible for this, though.
But Gar isn't like... Listen, like, my big thing was to kill a dragon. I did it. Now I just gotta steal from the idiot who lives close to us. I'm planning that. But I can't do that here.
For now, it's probably okay to just know what's going on in the peninsula. So,
Okay.
Right, we're going to be here for a while.
yeah.
In that case, keeping the same pace, checking, again, as usual, I am not investigating. I am just more responding and keeping my eyes out for what may cause problems. Okay. My survival is 24.
Okay. You are did you move one square, I believe?
Yes. Yes.
So yep. And also investigation.
That will be on other people. Hugh is not worried about that part. He is more looking out and making sure we're going as efficiently as possible.
We're
Yeah,
going the right way.
Yeah, this hex seems to be empty as well. Again, the jungle is very thick. You have to cut through it. What are you using to cut through the jungle?
I'm using a panther,
Yeah, but
aka a change cat.
everybody else, for the group I'm talking
A
about. not just-
Wakazashi.
I have my Wakazashi that's probably doing it right now. It's like a tiny machete.
If there is anything that's too difficult, I do have primal savagery, which I can just acid my way through it.
Okay. Thank you. You find anything in this square island? This hex actually.
Okay.
Square. Again, it you do look around. You climb up trees to look. And again, it's almost like two different. Like you're down on the floor, and then these huge. I mean, in some cases, the jungle can be either like a wall, and then sometimes it sort of opens up, and then these huge trees that almost block out the sun, and then you have to climb up a tree to see if you can see farther away. So it's a combination of, jungle and rainforest, and rainforests are slightly different than just jungle, right?
Yep.
But yeah, it's pretty thick in some places, and then some other places it's just dark. Which for those people the characters don't have problem seeing the dark. There's no problem. It's not dark enough that you have to use night vision or dark vision, but it's dark enough. It's like mid afternoon to late afternoon, like in some places. So it's weird. It's you're not used to these kind of environments at all. It breaks all your expectations basically. And it's still hot though, for those who actually are bothered by the heat.
I think if that day goes by without much of a hitch, Q might actually try and do some hunting.
Okay. Go ahead. That's a survival check.
Yeah.
So that'll be the hunting for the night, and then I'll do the cooking.
With advantage, I got a 21.
Yeah, you do find well, you said you're not going to disturb the eggs. You actually find one of the largest snakes you ever seen coming down, like slithering down to go into a nest, which is high in the trees of one of these tropical birds. And the reason why you know is because the birds are sort of squawking and screeching at it, but the snake can just keep going and going, and you hit in the head, and the snake sort of this gigantic snake, which is actually longer than you're tall, falls down to the ground floor, and hey, you have yourself dinner.
There we go, and I'll cook it up
for a 24.
Yeah, you get advantage on Constitution checks for the next until the next long rest, or 24 hours, whichever comes first.
Hold on. Do you mean saving throws?
Yes. No, Constitution checks. Constitution checks. Not saving throws.
So we don't get any advantage.
What do you mean you don't get advantage?
There is no check that is Constitution.
There's concentration, and that's it.
There's concentration, and that's it.
Yeah.
And those are technically saving throws.
Yeah.
So you get on saving throws.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Like that. Well, yeah, that's true. It's all the other stats have something except for Constitution.
It's because Constitution's health.
Probably for the best.
Doesn't even apply to death saves. So sad. Also,
Yeah, no, but death saves are just plain roll 10 or better.
Yeah.
No bonuses, so.
Are we gonna have somebody hide the camp?
I'll do it.
Because you actually went hunting today instead of camouflaging everything. All right, they'll camouflages it up.
23.
And then someone takes watch.
I can help with that. I mean, we don't really need entertainment, so.
Yeah, and I believe you just take your passive for that one.
What is my passive? Oh, it's a 15.
There you go. Pretty good.
Yep.
It's a what?
15.
It's a 15.
Oh, okay. I heard
Yeah,
50 and I'm like, what?
Yeah. I
know that.
That's
It's
a
not
great
that
passive,
crazy.
man.
I had flashback to 4th edition, like
I have a
second level
+40
character,
perception.
4th edition. Like, what?
The
Yeah,
highest
I got a
passive perception
+40
I've had in 5e is 26.
Yeah, it can get up to, I think I got it once to 25, 26. Yeah, with all the You can probably push it to 30 if you
It's a
magical item.
15, 10, 5.
Car's already hitting 30s on some of his rolls, so we got to catch up.
I can hit a 30 on performance.
Q's not about the
just barely.
rolls. Q's about support, baby.
I mean, you can get like a
same.
30, 40 perception in like level 10 and like 5 or 10 in 40. And in this, it seems like level 7, the highest we get is like 28, 29.
It's not technically possible, but it would have to be rolled stats. Because variant human could get observant, then you get perception and expertise.
Okay.
Or you get a magical item that actually boosts you above roll stats as well. Like 20. And usually most of the items just give you like a 20.
We traded in one of those books for a castle, so.
So anywho,
Either way.
yeah, you are here now. And you wake up in the morning, no rain this time. In fact, the rain seems to just, when it does come, it comes hard, heavy, and fast, like a summer thunderstorm. But this time, it's almost always a downpour, never a drizzle.
It's a good thing I have this straw hat from the festival, otherwise I'd be drenched.
Yeah.
The one Luffy gave you.
No, I actually crafted it. Got an amazing roll for no reason.
Q would take us here.
Yeah, following the inland curve.
Yeah, because he would want to avoid the ocean as per, say, the bay. Because
Okay.
bigger things are more likely to be in the ocean.
It's
And
very
bigger
important that your
storms.
perception and your investigation rolls, please.
Yep.
Yep.
And I guess like the question while they're rolling it is, since
24.
we've been traveling, have we seen evidence of other travelers, of any tracks of the humanoids and goblins?
The problem here is that with the heavy rains, if there were any tracks, they got basically got runoff just basically destroyed them.
Right, makes perfect sense.
And the one attackers that you had were also flying, as Gar points out.
Yep.
With those rolls, one thing you do notice is that you go out into the beach, right? Maybe to try to go fishing to get something different, and you notice that across from here you see smoke rising from the jungle, but not like a fire, like a forest fire, more like whiffs of smoke, like maybe a campfire or two.
Getting closer to some kind of civilization then.
Then perhaps we should head that way quickly then.
We do have to actually go around the water. We can't just go through it, though. So it'll be another day if we continue the same pace.
Yes.
It'll be an extra day.
But we've explored here, found nothing, and now we get to rest again.
I have a crazy idea.
Yeah?
If we can check how deep this is, we could just get the skeletons to walk along the bottom and pull us on something.
Well, taking a look at the map here.
That's
Are you gonna
See the darker
Gar?
blue
Are you
here.
gonna
It's
are
deep.
you gonna risk your skeletons?
I think it gets deep.
Because they don't have to breathe.
Or we could just walk.
Yes, color is depth.
You also gotta watch out for coral and sharp rocks and
We don't even
sea
have to.
creatures.
We could go
How much-
fast and get there tomorrow if we wanted.
How much adventure rope did you all bring?
I have 50 feet.
I think that's enough.
Yeah, no, you're right. We can walk around.
So it's not like anyone knows we're here yet, it seems.
Oh, those goblins did.
Right, but it's been a week, so who knows what they're gonna do. They haven't found us again.
Hasn't
So
been a
maybe
week.
they
It's
don't
only
have a
been-
shaman following our every movement.
It's only been 4 days.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and camp up. I think we only need to roll stealth there, and then we can proceed to the next day.
4 days since the goblins, Gar.
Yeah, since combat.
Not since combat. Since we've arrived.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
All right, combat happened the day after, so that's been 3 then.
You are setting up camp. All of a sudden the ground starts shaking.
Uh-oh.
What is
Are you
it
thinking
now?
like
And
an earthquake way or like a very large thing way?
Very large thing.
Well,
One
ground
sec.
shaking, very large thing way, because and then it seems like it first starts like a single, and then actually sort of starts rumbling more and more, like the spaces between the rumbles get shorter, but kind of rhythmically.
All right, just gotta make sure.
I will cast Speak with Animals. I will use a spell slot to do so, and then I will try and see what it is causing the ground to shake.
Okay. Let me see. Let's see. I need to give 5. Let me see exactly how much. Yeah. As you're looking to see what it is, you see that like a giant hand parts some leaves away. And it's a good 15 feet above you. And it's sort of like a hairy leg. It looks like a human foot, but it's completely hairy, covered in brown fur, like steps in.
Oh, in that case, in giant, I'll just be like, "Hello."
You say that in giant, and a sort of face comes in. It looks like a human face, but it has this creature has sort of deep set eyes and very big nostrils and sort of protruding lips and like.
I don't.
Kind of is like.
Yes, that was me.
And the hand comes in, and it sort of kind of shoos you off, like pushes you, like, and you realize that there are other sets of feet, and these creatures are walking, and they're like a pack of them.
I'll absolutely get out of the way. Make sure that the group does.
No, the whole thing is 15 feet tall, about 15 feet. So like a 3-story building.
Again, with the 15 versus
5.
15, not 50, yeah.
1, 5.
We keep getting confused on that today.
That's right.
It's really, really big.
Yeah.
Very large.
They were pretty respectful, and if they understood what I said, they just wanted to go by. So
Okay.
It's more like it's prodding you, like get out of the way, like an insect, like it won't take its ant and just sort of.
Yep. Hey, he didn't try and hurt me. I'm perfectly fine with getting out of the way.
And it stands there while you're kind of out of the way, and then these other creatures, and one of them seems to be carrying like a smaller version of itself, like a baby, right? And they're just walking, right? And they seem to be like they're not walking upright fully. They're walking and they're resting sometimes on their hands, like the back of their hands, like this, moving. And as they all pass, this creature waits for them to rest. Like there are 5 or 6 of them to pass, and they're heading in for the beach apparently. And it they move on. And they leave these huge tracks. Like they look like
Q is gonna try speaking as if they're an animal, because I do have the spell cast, and saying, "Thank you for your kindness."
It kind of looks like, and it comes back as like, you speak our tongue.
Not all the time, but I do have the ability to do so.
Your size of goblin, and he gets close and he kind of actually smells you. Like you feel a little like you're gonna get into the nostril, like, but you do not smell like goblin.
Thank you, this is true. We are merely guests here, trying not to invade things. But we are searching for one like that one. And I point at Barakat. Again, no one else has any clue what I'm saying.
Bruh.
We
All I see is him point at me again.
We see some of his, and he sort of, the creature sort of puts his hand like its stature, like close, like, well, good 5 to 6 feet. And then,
yep.
We see a lot of those. They try to get in our way. It was a mistake.
I imagine you're so big. Which way was that? So we may investigate.
To the mountains. And he points.
Montana. Okay.
And
West or north?
Okay, cool.
This direction. It doesn't know about east or west. It just points in this general direction.
in the northernly direction.
Yes, northwest from where you are. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, with that information, he will just finish up the conversation. Thank you for your time and your kindness. I will let you continue on with your family.
Beware. You look like lizard people, but smaller. The lizard people are smart. They do not attack us. But the other scaly ones, sometimes they do. We make them pay.
And if they attack me, I will do the same.
Or
Thank you.
And you know, the whole pack has passed, and he sort of goes into like.
Yep.
So,
At this point in time, I go back over and I'm like, so, Barracat, we got to keep going northwest to mountains.
Why do
That's
you
the
keep
direction.
pointing- I interrupt and I ask, why do you keep pointing at Barracat whenever you speak
Well,
to the creature?
because if we're looking for whoever Barracat's looking for, I don't know what the person looks like. And I assume that they might look similar to Barracat.
Same style of clothing, same skin tone. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's it.
Is your mentor like you, Barracat?
Yes, he's a human.
and Baklunish.
And Bakloonish, yes.
Hugh wants to make an insight roll on that.
Yep, okay, go ahead.
Hugh's been privy to some conversations that no one realizes he's there. Because he's so small. 22.
Oh,
And
wow.
I've also had an inkling as well, but
Alright.
I'll
Gygax
take your
doesn't
word
doubt
for it.
his friends at all, and doesn't roll.
I'm fine. I have fire resistance.
The thing with Barracat is it's not so much that it's the heat; it's
Yeah.
literally the humidity. You're so.
God, I
cold
hate
right here.
humidity. I hate humidity in real life.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
This
You're
is so
from-
real
Oh,
for me.
yeah.
Barracat, you're from a very dry place, and this is like this is sticky.
You're wearing the exact opposite of the outfit you need for this.
This is like straight up
So,
my real life right now.
so what do I get for that 22? Or is there a resisted roll?
It's
It's a resisted roll. For this, yeah.
How well can you lie?
let's see.
Have you just been a
So-
terrible liar the whole time? Let's find out.
That's what I said. Yeah.
I hope not.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll this. Okay.
Hugh
Yeah.
gets it.
Hugh gets that you are being obfuscating something. Doesn't get said what, but he's fibbing about something. He's trying very hard not to.
Cool.
tell
In
the
that
whole
case, because
But
we're in the middle of
Most of
nowhere.
that was probably true.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah.
Because we're in the
And
middle
that-
of nowhere.
that- he doesn't know exactly what he can sense it. The insight he gets to you trying you to obfuscate it, not being straightforward, but he doesn't know exactly what you're, the part that is true and the part that is a lie, because inside is not a lie detector.
Part of that, some specific part of that was a lie. The rest probably true.
Okay, hold on. Because this is probably the safest space to say this. Barracat, why are you lying to me? I don't get it.
Gasp.
Like, most of that was, like, sincere, but there was something up.
What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm just saying.
He
You
just
have been a
looks
bit cagey
kinda
about this whole expedition.
I thought we were friends.
He, with that insight, he has kind of seemed a bit stressed in general. Over the past getting in here. So 5 days?
Yep.
So there's that as well.
All I'm saying is you're stressed out. You're trying to lie to me now. Like, this isn't you.
I mean,
Oh, 22 and 10 feet.
Yeah, the 22. Oh god.
All that, in fact, every time people looking at spotlights shining from somewhere.
Jesus Christ.
I go to
I mean,
Barakat and
Don't
I actually
know what
will.
you're talking about.
I will say to Barakat, don't, and actually I will say to Hugh, perhaps we could speak about this later.
Yep,
Because it
fine.
is a little rough out at the moment.
I mean, for
I just
Leo,
wanted to ask.
he wouldn't have seen anything wrong other than him being kind of stressed lately.
Oh yeah, no, I get
So
it.
Either way, friends are for listening. That's it. And he will just go back to what he was doing before.
alright. That
Well-
was weird.
Well, we've made our journey today. Now we still need to set up camp, and it's good those giants have wandered off.
What were those giants anyway?
Can I make a nature check to see if I can?
Yeah.
Well,
Were
they
they
look
like-
kind of nice.
It's definitely
That's honestly what I was thinking they were out of.
Would I have advantage because of their size and
No.
giants being my favorite foe?
Yeah, they're not giant. They're giant
Okay, cool.
size, but they're humanoid,
18.
but they're not giants.
Cool.
Interesting.
In fact, you remember that last time you were in Greyhawk, you were wandering around and you saw like at first looked like little humanoids in cages and other things, and you were told that they were monkeys from the south.
Okay.
So they're similar to that, but
Big.
much bigger, yeah, and tougher too. Like they're more muscular, right?
They've been giganticized by evolving on a desolate, well, not desolate, on a secluded island.
Those look like what's it? A moonkey, but like big. Someone tried to sell me one when I was in Greyhawk.
Have I heard of them
Monk-
before?
You have.
Monkey.
Monkeys are very common in the coast of in the islands, which is the tropical. There's some tropical islands off the coast of the islands of the Bakunish
Huh.
in the Damaged Sea, volcanic islands, in fact.
Oh.
So there's monkeys and stuff like that. Even roll now, you can roll a nature check. Now that he mentioned monkeys, like, well, kind of looks like a monkey, but not really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of looks like a monkey, but not really.
whatever it is,
I-
it's kind of like a monkey. Yeah,
Large monkey.
spank the monkey.
Yeah.
Are we camping for the night?
Yep. I believe we're going to roll our stealth, and Bearcat has his 15 perception, and that's what we're going to go with.
15 stealth on that one.
Is the preference for Hugh to watch or hunt? He would go with whatever the group's preference was.
Probably hunting for now.
Probably hunt, I think.
Okay.
See if you can learn anything.
25.
Oh yeah, you decide that you're near the beach, and also to be near the beach, you get actually a cool breeze that comes in, and it has the salty smell of the sea. But
And I do have fishing
refreshing.
tackle.
It's refreshing, and also tends to keep the biting insects away as well. And so you go to fishing, and you fish a multicolored fish, some kind of cod. Now, and with that cooking, everybody gets a bonus to wisdom checks and
Okay.
saving
Oh,
throws.
sweet.
Yeah.
Before it's cooked, Hugh runs back to the group with this fish that's like 3 times the size of him.
Yeah, it's big.
He's like, I caught something. Did I do it good?
Yeah, it's some kind of rainbow. Actually, no, it's silver. It has very sharp. It's very long. It's very silvery and has very sharp teeth. You've never seen a fish like this before.
I know what to do with this. Let me take this beautiful fish and throw it on the fire until it's black. Like I do with everything.
While we do that, I actually will check in on Baraka and I ask him, "Are you okay?"
Well, Define okay.
So the answer is no.
I just, I've never really been this close before, and we're in a very strange place. I don't know what's happened to him. He might not even still be here. I just
You're worried. And it's causing
I
stress.
guess so. Yeah.
There's an old technique that they tried to teach me. One that I was never good at, unfortunately. Where if you clear your mind from what ails you, what's around you, from your own inner turmoil, it would keep you calmer and much more focused on things. It often puts me in a trance, though, especially in moments of pure anger or pain, or when when I'm using my power. Perhaps maybe you should consider your own sort of path to find a way to make yourself better in that regard. Because it is clear that something is wrong, but it is not my place to judge you for it.
I mean, I guess I could try some things.
Is what Hugh said true?
About what?
About this supposed lie you told?
I have no idea what he's talking about, really. I mean, he's a usually smart, pretty little kobold guy, but I really don't know.
But Hugh also is not one to go through flights of fancy.
Yeah.
Ironic, I know, considering how he's very excitable.
He's a pretty kobold guy, But
He's ready.
yeah,
He's ready to fight when a kobold guy.
he's a usually smart, pretty kobold guy. But yeah,
I'm just saying,
I don't
you
know.
probably see something in you that is probably beyond everybody else.
I guess, but I mean, maybe he sees something that I don't. I don't know.
Well, what do you see within yourself?
Yes, we are using kobold as the descriptor. I mean, I don't really know what he thinks I could be lying about. That
Do you have a reason to lie to anybody?
Oh, this is called a corner.
Well, officer, just standing my own business. When
I mean, to be fair,
take the fifth.
in character, this is the type of questions Lael would ask.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, he's pretty kobold, not a pretty kobold. That is correct.
It could be both. I mean,
He could be both, but I'm not a kobold.
I mean, I'm not interested in him, but
Same. Well, I don't think I would really have much reason to lie to you guys. I mean,
Okay.
if it was to protect you or something, I guess if I had to, but like,
I'm assuming you're stuttering like that as we speak.
a little bit, yeah.
So this is, I guess, where I would do my insight.
Yeah, probably.
yeah.
And I get the wisdom bonus.
Oh no, no.
So it's
You
whatever
get
the wisdom bonus
exactly-
is for 12.
exactly the same no matter what.
The thing is, you had to roll.
You have an inspiration.
I do. Do I want
Now
to waste it
really
on the
the time to
story?
use it though.
Get it back.
No,
to
no.
season.
Inspiration does not
yeah,
work
yeah.
here because
Because you already have advantage.
Yeah, advantage. So yeah, it doesn't.
Well, the thing is, you had to roll at least a 15,
Mhm.
a 17 with deception. So, no.
Yeah,
He's-
the myths you get from I don't know. You can tell. Yeah, he can describe the best that he gets out of you, but Barakat.
Yeah, I mean, he is clearly stressed and everything, but he seems to be being pretty straightforward. I mean, it doesn't seem like he would have any reason to lie to you.
I don't think you're trying to lie on purpose, at least.
Yeah. That's the gist you get, I guess.
That's the ticket.
Lael will, like, after you, like, speak about that, Lael will nod and say, question.
Uh-huh.
Your mentor,
Yes, what about it?
why are you pursuing him?
Well, I want to improve, to get better at what I do, and I he's my mentor. He taught me everything. And he certainly knows more than I do.
But it seems this journey has improved you more, no?
I mean, I suppose, but
Consider what you've done, based off the stories you've told me. Fighting in arenas, destroying bandit lords, killing and slaying a dragon in a dark realm. You've done better than I ever could in that regard. There's a lot of confidence in that, if you know where to look for it. The question now is, can you show it?
I guess, but there's still room to improve and things to learn from him. I mean, he even said he left. He was going to leave before he had taught me um everything that he could, and that there was more to be learned. But I need to find him, not only for his safety, but for myself.
Lael nods and he says, well, we will. In the meantime, continue with your own growth and confidence.
I guess so.
That confidence is what will be your greatest ally, your greatest strength for yourself.
Even as you're kind of saying this, you could probably get the idea that he's not super sure of himself all the time.
I've noticed that
a lot
several
of the
times,
time.
actually.
So, yeah.